Okay, it's springtime and time to do some pruning on the apple trees real quick and get at the pond trying to clear it up. So Ingrid's going to start by doing all the pruning. She's much better at that than I am. It's kind of our first time messing with this, so later on in the video, we'll see if we kill the trees or if they survive. Now, onto the pond. Okay, we are in the trailer. We're going to be doing some stuff with the pond today. Over the summer, we had a bit of a drought. Summer into winter, not too much rain, so a lot of the water levels were real low. We took the opportunity to clean the bottom of the pond out. In doing so, though, you exposed some clay areas, which makes the water a little bit mucky, a little bit muddy. So just, again, reading on MySpace, on the interweb, that if you take some straw, barley straw, and you put it into the water, it's going to help not only with algae, but also apparently with clay particles, getting them to settle. So that's what we're going to attempt today. So I will show you. Ooh, hit my head. We have our bales of hay. Apparently you need to float the bales of hay in the water, and I've also heard you put them around the shoreline. So let's look. You can see that we're a bit muddy. We've built up the other side of the shoreline there, so there's a lot of clay. You can see the type of material. It's actually, I'll go over this way. It's pretty cool. The whole bottom of the pond is this really cool clay that you can fire. We've actually had it tested with some ceramic friends, and they gave me detailed information that I now forget, but it was like, oh, it's fired to a cone 4 or something. So yeah, you can see we have a nice little berm there. So we're going to take this hay, we're going to tie that up, and we're going to float one, and then we're going to spread the rest around the edge of the pond. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Okay, today we are doing a little work on the pond because it's gorgeous outside. I went to the local pond plant store. They really cool place, and bought a few different varieties of plants that we're gonna attempt to plant across the pond. Some on the edges, some in the water, and we'll see how it works out. So let me give you a view. We've got a bunch of different stuff, and I'll go over each one as I'm planting them. So yeah, should be pretty cool. We're trying to get this all to clear up and get that hillside over there looking a little better. Okay, so I just had to drag some shit out. That big old thing of hay that I put in there, or straw, that thing was water soaked. So anyway, here's what we got. What is this? Variegated, I guess. So these are cattails. We're doing 3 sets of them. We'll do variegated here. I guess that's what they call it. And this one is called graceful cattail. There you go. So we're going to do that on this edge. It's the edge of this hill. We're hoping to kind of create a little cover area, also an area that filters when it rains, so the clay doesn't turn the water this color. So we're still working on that. So we're going to dig these 3 down and just put them in, and we're not going to leave them in the pots because this is all natural. I know some people are like, oh, cattails will take over, or lilies will take over, or something will take over. We'll see. There's no rocks on the bottom, so if we have to dig them up, we'll dig them up. But yeah, so we'll give this a shot. Let's see. Shovel time. Okay, as you guys can see here, we do have lilies. I'm so good with plants and names. We do have a bunch in this area, so they usually do pretty well. So those are just naturally on the bottom on the ground. So what we're shooting for here is this guy. Yeah, try to pronounce that. Pseudochorus. It's a dinosaur that tells you pseudonyms, has different names. Yellow water iris. So this thing should be pretty cool. So we're gonna dig a hole and we're gonna see. Okay, next few plants. We have this pink pickerel rush. Pretty cool looking guy. That's gonna go on the left side of the pond, along with a little bit of this stuff, which is giant pennywort. So we're gonna split this. This will go front of the pond, side of the pond. We're gonna put this, split this one in three. This is really cool. The parrot feather. Look at this guy. Look at those little guys. We're gonna split this in three and try to get this on three sides over by the cattails also. And then the last one is this creeper, little shallow water, whatever, creeper guy. So this is pretty cool. Apparently it does little yellow flowers. So that should be cool. You can hear somebody racing down the street. Yeah, so I already dug the holes, so we're just gonna put these things in. Easier that way. Okay, this one is the giant pennywort. We'll see. Now this one, the guy said to split this in two. So I guess you just kind of, I don't know, do you rip it apart? Yeah. I don't want to hurt the thing, but I probably should have a knife or something. That's what I'm imagining. Yeah. Well, we'll see if this fucking thing lives what I just did. I don't know. I think I probably should have cut that with maybe some scissors and stuff. But yeah, we'll see. So here's the other half of the thing I ripped apart. We'll see. Let's try to pack it in there along the edge. Make sure it doesn't float away. I don't know what I'm doing. If these things live, I'd be amazed because, yeah, I got no idea what I'm doing. Okay, that creeper one. Don't worry, I'm not splitting this one. I do have to split one more. We'll see. Let me get a little bit of this underneath here. Okay, next one is the parrot feather. Don't worry, I split this a little better than the last one. These are always weird and cool when you see like an old stick and it's just starting to grow shit. Craziness. So I just want to give an update real quick on our apple tree that Ingrid had pruned. There's still a few dead branches we have to go through, but we didn't want to prune too much. But as you see, that's flowering. So that's looking great. The one in the back, the grapes are starting to come in. We still got to clean up a lot of the wood on the ground, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. Even the little one over there is getting some green. These guys are blooming. So we're going to take a walk to the pond and take a look how it's cleared up and see how it looks. All right, we are out at the pond. I want to give an update on kind of how the pond looks. after we planted everything. This is now, it's May, so we planted everything maybe 2 months ago, a month, something like that. But what we did, if you remember, I'll show you a picture in the video of how the pond looked after we dug it. It was absolutely muddy and clay filled, and we were actually a little worried whether we were going to be able to get it clear or not. So I'm just going to run you around and give you a look at the clarity of the pond. What we did is we took, and of course I forgot to film it, we took 2 50-gallon drums we had, or 55-gallon drums, filled them with water and mixed in what's called gypsum. And the gypsum, the idea behind that is when you spray it into the pond, it grabs a hold of the clay particles and drops them to the bottom. You will see there's a lot of pollen right now in the pond, but the difference in how it looks in clarity. So what we did was we hooked the trash pump up to the 55-gallon drums, and we just pumped the water in a big, nice spray arc. So yeah, we'll take a look at the pond and you can see how clear it looks. Again, ignore the pollen. So as you can see, it's a drastic difference in clarity. You can see all the straw we had laid down. And again, these clumps are pollen, but it's way clearer than it is. So we'll walk the property, we'll walk the pond, and we'll check all the plants. The ones I tried to murder and I split up, they seem to be doing pretty well. So that's good. We'll see if anything hops out as we're jumping around. So these are the parrot feathers. They're doing pretty well. They seem to be spreading out, and even a few have kind of jumped over. But again, the clarity of the water is really, we're really happy with that. Now these guys, I forget which ones these were, but the freaking deer keep coming in and eating these dudes and just chewing the tops off. So this guy hasn't had a chance to survive at all. This was one of the other ones I believe I split. I'm not sure. You'll see in the video. So that's turning out really well. And you can see we have a bunch of pollen here, but you can see the clarity where you can actually see the edges, and you can see totally through to the ground. Hopefully this comes out on camera, but we are really happy with how this came out. Little frogs jumping everywhere. So these guys are still, oh, there you go. These guys are still surviving, getting there. We planted 3 of these. Stuck this guy in, oddly enough, and it grew. It was just a stick, and it grew leaves. So that's weird. Plants are weird. Yeah, I think it's pretty good looking. Looks way better than the mud puddle that we left. And I believe if I come along here and I don't fall in, these guys are just about to flower. So that's really cool. That's a positive. It's a lot less pollen here. You can see. We're really happy with that. Let's walk around this way and see if we can get one last view. This looks way better. As you see, the lilies are turning green. That's a good sign. Well, so we're really happy with that. Oh, frogs jumping everywhere. And again, the clarity of the pond is really and this was absolutely amazing. It cleared up in a matter of 2 days after spraying it. So yeah, we're really happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna take a walk. See what we see. See, the water is really mucky and clay filled. And I gotta take this strap off. Filled the water is, but the pH level is really good. I tested that, so we're good for fish and frogs again.